Hello, and welcome to the Breakthrough Clean University video series. My name is Gabriel Cabrera, and I'm from Breakthrough Clean. Also with me today is Matt Malik from Team Breakthrough. He's one of our PRS shooters, and also a resident instructor for Novo Arms down in Miami, Florida. In today's video series, we're going to show you how to properly disassemble, clean, and maintain your precision bolt gun. Before we go any further, we would like to remind you of the following firearm safety rules. They are: always point your firearm in a safe direction. Always make sure that your firearm is unloaded. Always keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to shoot. All right, that being said, Matt, obviously you have a background in precision shooting. You're sponsored by not just Breakthrough, a plethora of other companies. A lot of that is represented on that gun, which is really drawing everybody's attention. Why don't you tell us a little bit about who's on that gun and what that gun is built for?
Absolutely, Gabe. First off, we have a US Optics LR17. I prefer to use the H37 reticle. It's a 3.2 to 17 power scope. I love it. It's never failed. The bolt gun is built off a Surgeon Rifles short action with a Bartlein barrel. I'm shooting a 260 Remington with a 1-in-8 twist, and the stock is by J. Allen Enterprises.
All right. So suffice it to say, I know in the other videos we've talked about really looking at your maintenance manual, and this is not a factory gun by any means, by any stretch of the imagination. So did you build this? Who built this for you?
So Mark Gordon at Short Action Customs built this firearm for me. He went ahead and barreled the action and put the trigger and everything on it. With the J. Allen stock, it's just 2 screws torqued down to 65 pounds that hold together. Your bread and butter comes to where that barrel is put together with that action, and I couldn't ask for a better builder.
Well, so usually we take you into the breakdown as per the user manual. This one's not going to be that type of video. So Matt, why don't you show us how you would recommend that someone clean their precision bolt gun, something that is their bread and butter, they're going to make money off of it in matches. It needs to be, obviously it's the most precision tool you ever find. How would you walk a person through that? Educate us.
So this is the way that I like to do it. First off, I'm going to remove my comb. That way it'll be easier to access my bolt. Once I remove my bolt, use the solvent. All I want to do is lightly spray down the bolt where there can be any carbon residue. Slightly kind of encourage the carbon to be removed with the brush.
And that's a good way of putting it. I know it sounds a little silly. For those of you that are new to firearms maintenance, you wouldn't really have heard anything differently, but for some of us that have been cleaning for a little bit, we hear the term carbon eliminator, breaking down carbon, things like that. Those are unfortunately marketing buzzwords, okay? So simple high school chemistry will debunk a lot of claims that you can break down carbon. Carbon is almost, it's not easy to break down, especially by some of the products that claim that they can do it. The solvent that Breakthrough makes, our own recipe, is a petroleum-based hydrocarbon. What that means is it seeks out carbon, but it breaks its hold on an object's surface, right? It actually goes down to the porous surfaces and breaks the hold that that carbon has on the object. So in essence, it is breaking it loose and moving it along. So that's why he said that. I think that's an interesting way to put it. Now, one of the kits that we can use to clean a gun like this, and some of the products that we can use, is our Lock U kit, our Long Gun Operators Cleaning Kit, universal, like we use in our shotgun video. You're going to see the brass tools here with plastic bristle brushes. You saw how well that worked for the shotgun, how much lead that removed. It actually peppered Jerry quite a bit. He was so happy about that. Our 2-ounce serving of our solvent, our 2-ounce serving of oil, and our 12cc grease syringe. But the one thing we're really going to focus on is our stainless steel rods. Remember, this is a push kit, not a pull through like with the Quick series. So we have 6 stainless steel rods here. You asked me to put 2 together for you for a specific reason, and I'm going to get the handle for you as well. I know in the last videos we've kind of talked about the BT101 kits. This would be more of an advanced, obviously the gun being completely custom, this would be more of an advanced cleaning that we're doing. So Matt, why don't you run us through it? You said you wanted one from here as well. What are you going to clean with that brush?
All I want to clean is the chamber. I want to remove any carbon from inside the chamber to obviously make chambering and extracting around easier.
It's okay.
And smooth.
I'm going to ask this because everybody's going to ask. Are you going to clean the barrel?
No, I'm not.
But wait a minute. Isn't there carbon and brass in the barrel? Will the mere fabric of space and time not rip apart simply because you're not cleaning your barrel, Matt?
I don't believe so. Reason being, if it's not broke, don't fix it. If I just shot a brand new rifle with 0 rounds through it, and in the course of a day shot anywhere between 100, 200, whatever the course of fire may be, the rifle's going to change from a brand new barrel to the end of the day because we're laying copper into the lands and grooves of the rifling. I want my rifle then to shoot the same way the next day. Why would I remove all that copper and start over? Not to mention, the copper within inside this barrel keeps the tolerances tighter. Like I said at the beginning, if it's not broke, don't fix it. It'll find a happy medium where it's going to stay the same. It's not going to keep adding copper and copper. It's going to hit that happy equilibrium point. But again, if you're doing something that works and you had a good day, why would you go and change it?
So you're starting back from 0 is what you're saying?
Don't go to 0.
Okay, so let me play devil's advocate. At any point, do you at least run a dry patch through, maybe break some sort of loose particulates through, maybe air fitting, maybe blow out something towards the end? Obviously, we're going into that theory that if there's a blockage or something down the barrel, we've been trained on this, especially if you're foreign military, you had to have your bore inspection grade, you can eat off of it. So obviously you're telling us it's different here.
I believe it is. It's worked for me. I know a couple people on the PRS, that's their belief and they swear by it.
So what's a PRS?
PRS is a precision rifle series. It's basically the high-end long-range marksmanship competition that's going on. There's meets all throughout the country.
So it's a points race type?
It's a points race.
Like 3-gun in a way, but...
Yeah, so you qualify in the top, you qualify in 3 meets, and if you have a high enough score competing against everyone else in the nation, then you'll go to the championship.
Okay, all right, we'll hope to see you there. So why don't you, I guess, put a little bit of that breakthrough solvent on this, like you said you were going to, on the swabits?
As you saw, once I cleaned off the bolt with the solvent, I have a jar of our Battleborn oil. It's not the Pro, it's the lower viscosity original. I'll put it in here, and while I'm cleaning, it's going to soak into the pores of the metal. Because it's so low in viscosity and it penetrates the pores of the metal, as I'm running the gun and it heats up, it's only going to push out what I need. It's not going to push out any excess oil to create a caking effect. As in, if I'm shooting beside someone with a brake or there's wind, sand, dirt, whatever the case may be, won't fly up and stick to it. It's going to hit and fall.
Okay, that's actually a good point. I was fortunate enough to go to the US Optics Long Range Precision Class 1 at Altair. I think it was December of 2015. And that's exactly what happened at that range. They were in the process of building an overhang, so there was a lot of sand there. And a lot of guns went down that day. A lot of guns. I will honestly say we took our cleaning kits out there and we brought a lot of guns back into the fight because of the fact that we had to clean a lot of that stuff that was caked on there. So you'd be surprised. We were talking about it before with the swabits, what you're going to pull out of a chamber. So that's one of the reasons why he wants to hit that up. It's obviously a point of concern. And remember, the kit that we've been using the whole time is the fast patchless firearm cleaning value pack from Swabits. Throughout all the videos that we've done, you guys have seen how general purpose those are. Even though it's got a caliber recommendation on those Swabits, you can really use them for anything. So you can use them for a 45, or you can use them to clean action on a, what would you say, $10,000 bolt gun? So definitely check those out if you're on our e-commerce site. It's definitely worth the money. So what's next?
So just let the excess oil kind of come off. We don't want too much. You can wipe it.
So I see you're wiping most of that off, so you really don't need a lot of
A
oil.
little bit goes a long way with all of the Breakthrough products. I know that when I first started using it, so right once I go ahead and wipe off the excess oil, I'll take a little bit of the grease.
And this is the Battleborn grease. Same base technology as the Battleborn oil.
I'll apply it right there beside the handle.
So that's the pivot point for the bolt. Okay.
Exactly. Right there. It's effortless. And that's it.
That's pretty damn cool. So as you guys noticed, when Matt was cleaning his gun, perfect example is right here with the solvent. It's a fine misting spray pump, so it's going to go over a lot of places. The reason why he was so wanton with that is because there's not going to be any adverse effects of Breakthrough falling on something else. You see a lot of different Cerakote colors on the stock. It's meant to stand out when you're in competition for photo opportunities, things like that. Yep. J. Allen Global has done a great job with this stock, and it would be a shame to damage it. I'm going back to the whole fact that Breakthrough solvent is pH neutral. It's also odorless. Being petroleum based, there really is no shelf life for the product. You can get on a $3,000, $4,000 scope and you don't have to worry about messing up the glass. I'm not recommending that you clean your glass with our cleaning solvent, but it won't have any adverse effects if a small amount falls on the eyepiece.
If someone wasn't, being mindful of their surroundings and accidentally sprayed, I don't have to worry about it damaging my glass.
Yeah. So I think that's it for this video, but a quick recap before we go. Today we discussed how to properly disassemble, clean, and maintain your precision bolt gun, all while using the best firearm cleaning and lubrication products in the market today, Breakthrough Clean. As always, thank you for joining us. Please make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can stay up to speed on all of our new Breakthrough Clean University videos. Also check out our social media pages for up-to-the-minute news, product offers, and giveaways. Thanks, Matt.
Thank you, Gabe.
See you next time.